hearts and hold on to your...
School's back in session at Godolkin University, but this time it's a lot darker, a lot deadlier, and the stakes are higher than ever before. The trailer for Gen V Season 2 just dropped, and it is absolutely packed with clues, emotional gut punches, and a terrifying new direction for the soupy-filled world of The Boys. Welcome back to your nerdy show. I'm your host, Spoiler Master, so let's dive in.
I will be preparing you to push your powers.
After almost 2 years of silence and speculation, Gen V is finally making its return this September. The first 3 episodes land on September 17th, with weekly drops after that, leading to the season finale on October 22nd. But the hype, that's already here. Now, if you remember where we left off, Season 1 ended on a massive cliffhanger. Moreau, Jordan Lee, Emma Meyer, and Andre Anderson were locked away in a mysterious facility after uncovering the sinister experiments happening under Godolkin. Sam and Kate, meanwhile, were celebrated as heroes after a bloody rampage that left plenty of bodies in their wake. The world outside falling deeper under Homelander's control. Fast forward to the trailer, and everything has changed. Marie, Jordan, and Emma are somehow back at Godolkin University, but it's not the same school anymore. The halls are colder, the tension is thicker, and there's a new dean in charge, Dean Cypher, played by Hamish Linklater. And let's just say, he makes Dean Shetty look like a guidance counselor. This guy is fully committed to Homelander's agenda. He's preaching Supe superiority, pushing propaganda, and treating the students more like weapons than people. His mission? To make the next generation of Supes ready for war. And that war isn't just coming, it's already starting.
What really happened to my son?
You have no idea.
Now, one major thing the trailer doesn't shy away from is the loss of Andre. The character, played by Chance Perdomo, won't be recast following the actor's tragic passing in March 2024. Instead, the show is choosing to honor him with a major emotional thread. Andre's absence is deeply felt. His father, Polarity, played by Sean Patrick Thomas, is shown struggling to control his powers and searching for answers. "What really happened to my son?" he asks, and that line alone hits hard. It's clear that the writers are using this moment to reflect the real-life grief the cast and crew are feeling, and it already looks like it's going to be one of the most powerful parts of Season 2. The trailer hints at an even bigger mystery brewing beneath the surface. There's talk of a secret program that dates all the way back to the founding of Godolkin University. Something dark, something twisted, and somehow, Marie is right at the center of it. Now let's talk about the returning characters. Kate and Sam are back, and while they're not set up as the central villains of the season, it's clear they're still aligned with Homelander's worldview. Kate, especially, gives off intense, "I'm not the bad guy, I'm just trying to save us" energy. But we've seen what she's capable of, and so have Marie and the others. Expect some serious tension when these characters reunite, and then there are the cameos. The Deep is here, Firecracker 2, both tying the events of Gen V even tighter to The Boys. Firecracker, in particular, seems to be continuing her mission of spreading Supe propaganda, likely acting as a mouthpiece for Homelander's regime. Her presence alone raises the threat level, but let's not forget what made Gen V Season 1 so compelling. It wasn't just the gore or the twisted experiments or the soupy politics. It was the characters, their trauma, their choices, and their constant battle between doing what's right and just surviving. Marie is still carrying the weight of Season 1. The trailer shows her conflicted, exhausted, but determined. Jordan is back, as confident and adaptable as ever, but visibly haunted. Emma's still trying to keep the group grounded, but she's struggling too. These aren't superheroes in the traditional sense. They're kids who've been through hell and are being asked to go back and pretend things are normal. And what's normal in a world where Homelander is basically president in all but name? The show is leaning into the chaos of The Boys Season 4 timeline, where the world is increasingly under the control of Supes, and the idea of justice is completely broken. Now, what's really interesting is how Gen V Season 2 seems to be setting the stage for future seasons. Not just of this show, but potentially the final seasons of The Boys itself. With Homelander building his army, Dean Cypher training the next generation, and the students caught in the middle, we're looking at a global conflict where lines are being drawn. Humans versus Supes, power versus truth. And in the middle of it all, these flawed, traumatized students who never asked for any of this. We also get some intense action shots in the trailer, bloody fights, destruction, and Marie using her powers in full force. One particularly chilling moment shows her walking through a corridor soaked in blood, her face covered in the aftermath of something huge. It's a reminder that this isn't a teen drama, it's a war zone, and she's right in the middle of it. Dean Cypher stands out as the season's central villain. Unlike Dean Shetty, who had a personal vendetta against Supes, Cypher genuinely believes in Supe's superiority. He's not hiding it. He's not ashamed of it. He wants to mold these kids into weapons for Homelander's war, and he's smart enough, charismatic enough, and ruthless enough to make it happen. But if there's one thing the trailer makes clear, it's that Marie and her friends aren't going to let that happen without a fight. Whether they're doing it for justice, for Andre, or just for survival, they're pushing back. And knowing this show, that's going to get messy. At its core, Gen V Season 2 is shaping up to be a powerful follow-up that blends brutal action, emotional depth, and razor-sharp commentary on power and control. And while we're excited to see what happens next, it's impossible not to feel the weight of Chance Perdomo's absence. His loss is deeply felt, not just in the story, but in every frame of the trailer. And the show's decision to honor him through the story of Andre's death, rather than pretend he never existed, is a powerful and respectful choice. So yeah, we're excited, we're heartbroken, we're ready. The fall semester at Godolkin starts September 17th. And if this trailer is any indication, class is going to be absolutely insane. That's everything we know so far about Gen V Season 2. It's going to be intense, emotional, and absolutely unmissable. If you're as hyped and heartbroken as we are, hit that like button, subscribe for more Gen V and the Boys breakdowns, and let us know in the comments how you think this season will unfold. Class is in session this September. Don't be late.
Lit.
No, what the heck, I'll laugh anyway.